their discussion. But it's been well canvassed. I'm only teasing you. It's been well canvassed. Thank you very much. Request for drawdown of contingency funds for the Coastal Pathway Moncks Bay. Moved by Jake McClellan, seconded by Sarah Templeton. Are there any questions? Yes, Yanni?
Yeah, I was just surprised that our board was recently briefed on the design. When is the design going to be made public through Redcliffs Village? And what's the time frame for getting the consultation feedback? I note that there were several concerns raised at the community board briefing. I wasn't made aware at the briefing that there was going to be an additional budget implication, but I am concerned that we may not need to spend this extra money and we won't know until we've consulted the community.
And if we don't need to spend it, we won't spend it. What we're doing is prepping for what we're doing. But have you got anything on the timeframes around that?
I suppose we're doing some pre-consultation within the next month or two, and then we're looking to go out to a formal consultation after October, late October.
Do you know how much of the skirt repair work will be ripped up and replaced with what's proposed through the village?
No, we don't at this stage.
All right. And so just from reading the report, I just wasn't quite clear how this got added into the coastal pathway.
That coastal pathway, that the bid to shovel-ready funding was done by the Coastal Pathway Trust, and it was to complete the Coastal Pathway network. The Redcliffs Village section needs to be finished as part of that.
So it's not a decision of council, even though it goes through.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, I'm just concerned because I think there's a master plan project as well through here, and there was a skirt renewal program as well. So I'm just puzzled why this is seen as an important priority, given how much effort's already been put into
the
this.
shovel-ready funding was to complete the coastal pathway, which requires facilities through Redcliffs Village, which is being proposed. Correct? Yep. Yeah. This report today is a report to request the drawdown of contingency funds. It would normally be dealt with under staff financial delegations, but we have committed to council through the Finance and Performance Committee to report all drawdowns of shovel-ready contingencies to council. So hence you're getting this report today. And if it's not used, it won't be spent. It's not required, it won't be spent. But at the moment, the assessment is it will be required for a number of reasons.
So when will council get the briefing on the design?
Council's already signed off and endorsed the concept design for the whole of the coastal pathway that years ago.
Right, which included this section. If we have to make changes, as we did in this section further up by the yacht club, it will come back to council or community board as required by delegations.
Sarah? And sorry, Phil was next. Sorry, Phil. And
Yeah, thanks. So this contingency, we had the other day the larger contingency for the one by the tannery too. That was out of shovel-ready contingencies. This is exactly the same.
Yes,
this
is the contingency relating to coastal pathway.
Yeah, that's fine. So the contingency is coming out of shovel-ready money contingencies, not ours.
No, it's our money.
It's
we had to put the contingency money on budget.
Mm-hmm.
So as agreed in the shovel-ready agreement with the Crown, we had to have contingency available. That was added as part of the last annual long-term plan, annual plan.
yeah, I think the long-term.
Sorry, I'm muddling months together. But at the last, whenever that was agreed, it must have been the long-term plan.
Yeah.
So no, what I'm getting at, the money for the tannery one, that was contingency from different jobs. That was all shovel-ready money. That contingency didn't cost.
We're here talking about the Coastal Pathway,
Yes.
and all of the contingencies, all of the program contingencies are the money that we had to put on budget to ensure the projects could progress as part of the agreement to shovel-ready money. It is our money, not shovel-ready money is.
Okay.
It is our money.
Right.
All of the contingencies for all of the projects that are shovel-ready is council money.
Okay, so
All of the contingencies
I think
are
he's got
council
it.
money.
I think
He's got it.
I've got it. Yeah.
And that was reported, that's why we're reporting to you now, and it's why we reported to you last time.
So we have an agreement with the council staff that even if it's within a program budget, they are required to come back and ask for the drawdown on contingencies. This is to prevent the town hall situation ever happening again.
Sorry, it was my mistake. I'm under the impression that I'm going back to the tannery one that was around about 3 mil, I think, from memory. That came from somewhere
Right.
out of contingencies that were always ours.
I'm sorry, it's exactly the same situation as this. So
Right.
that one was exactly the same as this. We had a program level contingency for cycleways or for other projects. Everyone has a program. Every one of our shovel-ready projects has a contingency.
Mm-hmm.
They are all the same, and we are drawing them down.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Which was explained.
But the
at
balance,
time
but the
of
balance
approval.
comes from the Crown.
The balance comes from the Crown.
Yeah. Right, Sarah,
Well, the
Thanks,
project
Lynette.
money, but the contingency money is all council.
all council. Yeah, it always was.
There's an enormous amount of work going on under the ground that isn't pathway, if you like, that's not actually cycling or shared path infrastructure. Can you talk about the upgrade of the actual old infrastructure under there and how much of that work is being done as part of this project that council would we have to have done that anyway?
Do you want to answer that, or do you want me to?
Yeah.
So we're upgrading, correct me if I'm wrong, water supply, wastewater, and there's a major upgrade to an Orion cable going in through there because they're needing to be shifted. So they are being upgraded now. They are all old infrastructure that would have needed to be upgraded at some point, and that was identified when we did the Peacock's Gallop section of this route as well. And it is future-proofing it, so we are getting it into the corridor that we can access easier in the future. But we do need to shift it because of the design that we have, so we're upgrading it at the same time. But yes, it's a significant amount of work that is all coming out under the shovel-ready money that the government's providing.
Cool, thanks.
Sorry?
He's happy to move.
I've got it moved and seconded. Is there any debate? I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say
Aye.
There's a delay. Where is he in Bali?
Yeah, don't worry about doing that, Andrew. Just put your hand up.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
You're frightening. You're frightening me. This booming voice coming from behind me.
And there is,
That is carried.
and it's helpful because there is need for a bit of humour to just bring the temperature down.
Right.